1-800-8949. And, of course, we are on YouTube and Facebook. And with that being said, we want to have you join in on all the excitement as I'm trying to make an adjustment here on one of the cameras on the YouTube camera. But call in if you would. You can also pose your questions on Facebook at Nooga Radio 92.7 FM, and we'll be more than glad to answer your questions that way as well. Don't forget Chattanooga Central Purple Pounder and Red Bank Lions this Friday night with airtime slated for 7 o'clock with the countdown to kickoff. And then Keon Rose and Nick LaFew will be bringing you the broadcast of that game and all the exciting details as it transpires beginning at 7:30. And high school football game of the week. Hopefully we'll be able to get a regular football game in on Friday night. We had a delay on Thursday night with the Erlanger Kickoff Classic, and then Friday night it did not happen. And we had you covered. We had all kinds of information from the other games that were going on here in the Tennessee Valley. And we get our high school football coverage kicked off tomorrow night. We want to invite you to go to the Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore and come down, join Keon and Nick and a slew of others that will be there in the Gridiron Gang Show. Now, here's the deal. While you're there, from the time that the show goes on at 7 o'clock, right after the news, all the way through 9 o'clock, and probably even until they close at 10 o'clock, you can enjoy some great specials. Chattanooga Central Purple Pounder Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher with passion tea and apple juice. And then the Red Bank Lion Roaring Refresher Strawberry Acai Refresher with lemonade. Those are your two drink specials, and emphasizing the game of the week teams that we'll be having live from Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. Come down. We will have a microphone where you can ask questions of Keon and Nick and our other special guests. We are going to have several people that will be there in attendance on the show. So we want to invite you to come down, ask your favorite questions about high school football, what your expectations are, ask the coaches what they're anticipating for this season. There's some teams that have already seen that their season is starting off a little rocky, even from the jamborees that were held the weekend before. But maybe, they can still find a way to get the season uprighted. And we'll go over a lot of that information. We'll give you our top 15 poll of the high school teams, the best 15 teams here in the Tennessee Valley. That will also include our Georgia schools that are in our listening area as well. So it is not just Tennessee centric. It's Tennessee and Northwest Georgia, and we'll talk about those particular games. In fact, I know one of the coaches that are going to be there is Courtney Broswell, the head coach over at Ridgeland High School. They're looking for their first victory of the year, and Ridgeland does not usually have a bad football team. And so it will be fun and exciting to talk with Coach Broswell and others that are going to be there. We probably will have some other media colleagues that will be chiming in as well. I know we were talking with Stephen Hargis from the Chattanooga Times Free Press, our newspaper colleague, and he's going to try to make it if possible. It depends on a couple of deadlines that they're trying to get done. And so him and some of his staff writers will be hopefully chiming in and talking about some of the big games going on this week. We're proud to be working with the TFP and bringing you extensive coverage of high school football here in the Tennessee Valley. So want to remind you, tomorrow night, come and join us at Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. It's a Vision Hospitality Group property, and it's a very well-ran location. They have a lot of various locations that they have and entities here in the Chattanooga area, and there are great partners to work with. So come on down, check out one of their newest endeavors, with Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. And join us for the Gridiron Gang Show from 7 to 9 every Thursday night from Starbucks. So it's an open invitation. You can come down, possibly win some prizes. We'll have where you can sign up and try to win, and we'll have those along with some other prizes. And we'll also have the premiere of the tune-in card. Come down, get a tune-in card, and listen to win when we call your number, the tune-in card, and it's your number. Call in. You'll win some great prizes from Nooga Radio 92.7 FM. We're not just a news talk station. We also want to have fun and make it a fun time and experience for you. But don't forget Chattanooga Central Purple Pounder Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher with passion tea and apple juice, or the Red Bank Lion Roaring Refresher Strawberry Acai Refresher with lemonade. And those are the two drink specials that are going on at Starbucks at 10 North tomorrow night. And I don't know what the price is, but I'm sure that it's very reasonable and probably very tasty as well. I won't be able to partake because I'll be back here at Master Out of Control Studios and making sure that everything runs properly here. But Keon and Nick, and I'm sure the rest of them, will probably get a taste of what it's all about. So also, don't forget, after the football game, you can tune into the fifth quarter show here on Nooga Radio. We'll give you all the scores and highlights and some interviews of the various games going on till at least 11 o'clock. If it warrants that we need to go later, then we can do that. But at least till 11 o'clock with the high school football scoreboard show known as the fifth quarter show here on Nooga Radio 92.7 FM. Well, it's actually gotten a little cooler out there over the last day or so. Right now, we're at 80 degrees, and it's been a very nice day, and looks like we're going to have very nice skies and weather conditions here through the weekend. That will be great, because after last week with all the rain and a lot of postponements and cancellations of some of the games, I'm sure that these high school athletes are really biting at the bit, wanting to get out there on that field and have a lot of fun. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow for lunch? Well, if you are going to be over in the East Ridge area, or you're looking to just try something out new, stop by the Olive Branch Mediterranean Deli located on the Ringgold Road. Just probably about a mile before you get to the tunnel from the East Ridge side. Tomorrow, Masakas is their specialty, along with chicken shawarma and chicken casserole. And if you're a vegan out there, it's the Imam Baldi, IMAM, and then BAILDI. I hope I didn't butcher that, but like I've said many times before, I've went with Jen and one of our other salespersons here at the station, went down there, tried it out. I'll try anything once. The hotter or spicier, the better. But this place, Greek style, Mediterranean style foods, and I've never tried it before. And I tell you what, I can sometimes be a picky eater, but like I said, I will try everything once. And you can always find a good dish out of the Olive Branch Mediterranean Deli over in East Ridge. So go by, check it out. Their lemon Greek chicken that they've got is just awesome. I've ordered that numerous times when I went there. Great staff, great clean facilities. You can find it there at the Olive Branch Mediterranean Grill. All right. Once again, 423-800-8949 is the phone number to call. 423-800-8949. Also, I want to remind you that coming up on September the 14th, now, let me find it here. September the 14th, join Nooga Radio 92.7 FM as we will be working with the Trail of Tears Memorial Pre-Ride Rally at Crockett Power Sports and Indian Motorcycles of Chattanooga. Nooga Radio 92.7 FM will be broadcasting live beginning at 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. with various vendors, food, music, and a chance to gather and fellowship with your tribes. It's the silver anniversary of this great event where bikers from across the nation gather with the Trail of Tears Memorial Association members and hold this ride and remember event that will be going on. So once again, join us beginning at 4 p.m. Friday, September 14th for the pre-ride rally live from Crockett Power Sports and Indian Motorcycles of Chattanooga with Nooga Radio 92.7 FM. It'll be a great time. John, Casey, Keith, and the entire staff over at Crockett Power Sports and Indian Motorcycles of Chattanooga. Great people. Very warm, down-to-earth people. And they like in being able to try to give back to their community. So they've got slingshots over there. They've got, of course, the Indian motorcycles, which they are really neat. I don't own a motorcycle. I've often wanted to start riding at some point. I don't know if it's too late for me to do that. I'm actually more inclined with the slingshot. I just like the cool design of those. And basically, it's got the two wheels in the front and one in the back. And it is really some neat motorcycles over there. And they've got Polaris and products that are there as well. And then they got some really great, awesome accessories, clothing, hats, you name it. You can find it there at Indian. Indian is a very great brand of motorcycles. And you can find that there at Crockett Power Sports and Indian Motorcycles in Chattanooga. So join us for this great event going on the pre-ride rally on Friday, September 14th from 4 to 7 p.m. with Nooga Radio 927 FM. See some comments on our Facebook page. Thanks for tuning in and commenting as well. And okay. Smart Aleck comment about my hair. I think my hair is fine. I don't need it dyed. If I'm gray, I'm gray. Okay. I'm not worried about various things about how my hair color is. It's not going to be blue like I saw earlier this morning in downtown Chattanooga. I mean, it was royal blue. And it was like on a female. And, you know, maybe she's good about having that hair color. You know, that's something because of my generation, you just don't do. I mean, I've actually had orange hair one time. And I'll give you the story behind this. For many, many years, I have played the guy that goes down the chimney in a certain month and time of the year, delivering presents and making appearances. And when I had a much fuller beard, I would always go get this one particular brand, never failed me, and make my beard and my hair white. Well, this was back in 2011. I did this and got it done. Evidently, I didn't leave the stuff in long enough. I'm supposed to do it for like 30 minutes. I thought it was 30 minutes, and by the time that we washed everything out, I had orange hair and an orange beard and orange mustache. And everybody at my job really got a kick out of it. So I ended up having to use the fake hair and mustache and beard that comes with my accessories for that time of year. And so I figured I might as well just go like that the rest instead of just dyeing it, taking a chance that it's going to go orange. Life goes on. But yeah, that's the only time my hair has been different other than being white from about November, around Thanksgiving time until we get through the Christmas holidays. And, you know, it washes out and gets back to its normal color. But anyway, if you need a individual like that, you can always call us at 423-497-2407. We'll get you booked, and you know, whatever event or get together and you need that special someone that can come and make that appearance, you can do so. But anyway, 423-800-8949 is the phone number to call. Let's get checking in here with my good friend Susie Armstrong with the latest from Ned Jarrett's World of Racing on your NASCAR racing station, Nuga Radio 92.7 FM.
NASCAR's Cup Stars take a break as the school year gets the green. Up next, Kevin Harvick stays in the gas to ready son Keelan.
I will be there first day.
I'm Susie Armstrong, and this is the world of racing.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Hey, get your head in the game. This ain't no exhibition match. This is for real. You've got a house to insure, and there are no excuses because Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easier than ever to get the coverage you need. Here's some music to get you pumped. Dum chugga 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 meow meow meow. Dum chugga chugga chugga. Feel that confidence? Dum chugga chugga chugga. Did I say stop saving money? No. Dum chugga 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 meow meow meow.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurance.
Things happen fast in racing, and if you don't know where to look, you can miss it all. With Legend from Racing Electronics, you'll never miss another moment. Legend gives you live fan vision video, in-car cameras, and stats at NASCAR and other Premier Series events. And the next generation race scanner for unfiltered driver and crew audio at any motorsports event nationwide. NASCAR fans have never been closer to the action. Welcome to the future of the fan experience. Learn more by visiting racingelectronics.com.
Kevin Harvick's day job may be that of a NASCAR superstar, but when opportunity strikes, the wheelman is all too happy to chuck the helmet and transform into Super Dad. Approaching the Cup Series' only remaining off weekend, the 2014 champion is focused on revving up son Keelan's academic career.
You know, going to school and being home all summer is, you just got to make sure that things are going well so that when you leave, mom's not, pinned against the wall and, not happy. So, that's really part of the lifestyle that we live and part of the situation that we constantly work on and are working on currently.
I'm Susie Armstrong, and this is the world of racing on the Motor Racing Network.
Thank you very much, Susie Armstrong. Don't forget, find all your NASCAR racing action here this coming September 2nd. The boys in NASCAR are off this weekend. They had the break between Bristol and Darlington to kind of recharge their batteries, and they'll be back in action on September the 2nd. That is a Saturday with the Bojangles Southern 500 from Darlington Raceway. That'll get underway Saturday night at 5 o'clock through the facilities of the Motor Racing Network. So 5 o'clock, September the 2nd is our next race here on Nuga Radio. So you get a little bit of a break. And, of course, you can get all your sports action, scores, and highlights. And on Friday night with the fifth quarter show, we'll also have updates going on throughout the game between Chattanooga Central and Red Bank as well. So, we're going to have mostly dry weather. Hopefully, there's no rain in the forecast. Not seeing anything from what Patrick Coors talked about as far as with a chance of rain and everything. But you can always tune in to Nuga Radio to find out that latest forecast as well, right here on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM. All right, let's get into talking a little bit of sports. As I said, basketball seems like it has been the topic of discussion today. We'll also talk about a little wrestling as well. But Alex Ireland is going to remain the interim coach through this upcoming Dalton State basketball season. And also the Chattanooga Mocs released their men's schedule for the 2018-19 season. And I'm looking at the clock here, seeing that we're not really going to have a whole lot of time to talk about it here before we go to the break, but we will touch up on that when we come back here after the break and getting you updated with all the latest news and weather and so forth here on Nuga Radio. Once again, tomorrow night, Gridiron Gang show premieres here on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM. Chattanooga Central and Red Bank are the two teams that will be playing on Friday night. We'll have various coaches and other media colleagues will be joining in on the broadcast. At least that's what the plans are. And we want to invite you to come over and enjoy the great atmosphere at Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. They've got two drink specials. You can choose either Chattanooga Central Purple Pounder Mango Dragon Food Refresher with passion tea and apple juice, or the Red Bank Lion Roaring Refresher Strawberry Acai Refresher with lemonade. That's all tomorrow night during the show at Starbucks. Make sure you put it on your calendar, stop in, and participate. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to the Locker Room Show on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM.
Traffic, news, and information. Nuga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4 and 92.7 FM.
3, 2, 1.
Chatta, Nuga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4, 92.7 FM's news now.
No charges were pressed against a former Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy who allegedly met with who he thought was an underage girl. Ryan Parker was caught by members of a Facebook group called Parents Against Predators Nationwide. Using a decoy posing as a 15-year-old girl, Parker has resigned, won't be charged, however, because the department points out there was no real victim. Governor Haslam announced a 6-stop listening tour to prepare for TN-ready testing. The tour begins Friday, August 24th in Knoxville, will be followed by stops planned for Hamilton, Shelby, Williamson, Greene, and Gibson counties. And an Ottawa home partially destroyed by a kitchen fire. The homeowners did make it out safely, but let firefighters know their cat was trapped on the second floor. Firefighters rescued the cat. Cause has been ruled accidental. Damages listed at $40,000. Val St. John for Nuga Radio. News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
David Tulis. I made the move 1 o'clock every weekday afternoon, 1 till 3, Nuga Radio.
92.7 Chattanooga weather.
Expect fair skies to continue through your nighttime. Comfortable overnight. Lows of around 60. Could see some patchy late fog. For Thursday and Friday, more great-looking fall-like weather with lots of sunshine each day. Highs into the low to middle 80s and overnight lows of around 60. Control your diabetes with the help of Hamilton Diabetes and Endocrinology Center. Now in Dalton and Ringgold. For more, their number 706-278-1622. And I'm Soren E12, Chief Meteorologist, Matt Report.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
I got my business up and running, and it's already expanding. I got lucky. Lucky because I found Signal Voice and Data. Signal Voice and Data can incorporate all of my business information sharing and communications seamlessly, keep my costs down, and let me work more productively with endless connectivity no matter where I might be. That's called working smart, not hard. Go to signalvoicetn.com and bring the future of communication to your business today. signalvoicetn.com.
Let's face it, Old Faithful isn't as faithful as it used to be. Constant repairs are a hassle and can rack up quick in money and time. Landers McClarty Ford can fix that. Right now, you can get a 2016 Ford Focus, 34,000 miles, only $11,491. A 2017 Chevy Spark with only 17,000 miles for less than $12,000. A 2015 Volkswagen Jetta with less than 21,000 miles for $11,991. Yeah, browse their entire inventory of new and new-to-you cars, trucks, and SUVs online at Landers McCarty Ford at FortPayne.com. Landers McClarty Ford of Fort Payne. If you can't find your next perfect ride, they'll go find it for you. Big city selection, small town prices, friendly service, and top dollar for your trade. The savings are waiting and only a short drive away, so what are you waiting for? Get started with your personalized shopping today at Landers McClarty Ford of FortPayne.com.
Nuga Radio.
Roar into Talladega.
Hello? Who am I speaking with? Eric, you're our winner.
Really? You'll receive tickets for all 3 races between the Camping World Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and the Monster Energy Cup races.
Holy cow.
In addition, you'll receive a 2-night stay at the Microtel Hotel and restaurant accommodations at 2 area restaurants.
Nuga Radio.
Roar into Talladega.
Nuga Radio
92.7.
Your NASCAR racing station. Nuga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
Join Nuga Radio and the Gridiron Gang live from 7 to 9 at Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. We're talking all things high school football. There's a specialty brew or refresher weekly inspired by the game of the week. Sweet treats, extended hours all season long, and we're pet friendly. Portions of all proceeds support local schools and educational scholarships as well as after-school programs. It's football time in Tennessee. Join us every Thursday live from 7 to 9 at Starbucks, 10 North, your North Shore neighborhood living room.
Call 423-875-3600 if you're looking to expand your professional look of your business. Then consider the vast opportunities that are available when you locate your office with the Raines Group family. Remember, it's location, location, location. And the Raines Group has the location for your professional office. Check out the spaces for lease at Executive Business Park on the Lee Highway. Small or large, We will be able to suit your needs with the Rains Group. Call 423-875-3600 for the business professionals with the Rains Group.
Chattanooga Paint and Decorating would like to remind you it's so hot out there. And guess what? Your deck is taking a beating. It's probably starting to show wear. If you're hosting friends, get your deck entertainment ready with a fresh coat of stain and protect it from heat, sun, and rain with a quality sealant. If you want to get to work, Chattanooga Paint and Decorating want to help you. For exterior paint, stains, sealants, and supplies, stop by Chattanooga Paint and Decorating today on Hicks and Pike across from Valvoline or online at ChattanoogaPaint.com.
Nuga Radio. Are you brain dead? Still voting for pathetic liberals? Take 3 hours of Sean Hannity from 3 to 6.
Nuga Radio.
Then call us in the morning between 9 and 11.
92.7.
Nuga Radio. It's the moment you've been waiting for. Sam Jordan's Nuga Radio, 92.7 Sports. Now. Mark Arund's show continues here on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM. 423-800-8949 is the number to call. You can also put your question on Facebook at Nuga Radio 92.7 FM. And what we were alluding to earlier is a little bit of basketball news going on. Don't forget, basketball really isn't that far away, even though football just got underway on the high school level, or at least they attempted here this past week. But, of course, Friday, we'll have a full slate of games going on throughout the Tennessee Valley, here in Tennessee, as well as the Northwest Georgia. But basketball, Alex Ireland got named the interim head coach of the Dalton State Roadrunners back when the announcement of former head coach Tony Ingle announced his retirement on August the 1st to dedicate more time to his role as the bishop of the Church of Latter-day Saints. And so Dalton State Athletics named Coach Ireland as the interim head coach, and they've decided to go ahead and keep that tag on through the 2018-19 season, and he's agreed to remain with that interim tag. Ireland joined the Roadrunners as an assistant basketball coach in 2017, a successful season where the Roadrunners went 25-9. They were ranked number 16 nationally at the close of the season, made it to the second round of the NAIA National Championship Tournament. And so Coach Ireland is getting that opportunity to show whether or not he truly deserves the position. And according to the athletic department, they're very fortunate to have someone with the vision and talents that Alex brings to the athletes in the college. They're excited for Alex to have this opportunity to lead the basketball players through the season, and thankful he agreed to take on this role. He previously served as an assistant basketball coach at Tennessee Martin and also at Alcorn State University, and he was a graduate assistant coach at Valdosta State University and assistant coach at North Cobb Christian School. So he's really looking forward to being a part of this and this role that adds a lot of responsibility. Now, headlining the recruiting class coming in is Elijah Staley, a 6'7" forward from Marietta. Randy Bell, 6'4" combo guard from Sicklerville, New Jersey. Forwards Aaron Burress, Sean Chisholm, Raheem England, and Ty Penley. That'll be returning this season. Burress, Chisholm, and England and Penley. Roadrunners hit the court for the annual blue and white scrimmage on Tuesday, October 23rd at 7 o'clock in Bandy Gym. Home opener is Friday, October 26th at 7 p.m. at the Dalton Convention Center. Season tickets are on sale at dsroadrunners.com by clicking the tickets link or by calling the ticket office at 706-712-8200. So if you get a chance, go down and see some good quality basketball action with the Dalton State Roadrunners. So, basketball is not that far away, and even Coach Lamont Paris is getting ready for this big season coming up. It'll be his sophomore season as the head coach for the Mocs, and there's been a few changes, but overall, it's going to be a very good season for the Mocs. The men's and women's hoop squad share 5 dates in the spring. Doubleheaders are set for January 12th, January 17th, January 19th, January 31st, and February 2nd. And
very competitive league in the Southern Conference this year. There are 14 home games, 15 including an exhibition versus Lee, and 17 away from the Scenic City, with 9 on each side coming in SoCon play, including matchups with SEC, Big Ten, Conference USA, Sun Belt, Ohio Valley Conference, or otherwise known as the OVC, and Atlantic Sun Conferences. So they'll begin the regular season November 6th at Charlotte. Then they will have a couple days off, and they'll take on Eastern Kentucky at home on November 10th. Cumberland, Tennessee on November 13th. November 16th, they'll hit the road to take on South Alabama. November 17th, they will be in a tournament at Mobile, Alabama. They'll take on Southeast Missouri. And I used to know their nickname, but SEMO has been a good team to compete against. November 18th, in that same tournament, they'll take on Jacksonville down in Mobile. November 23rd, they'll be at Michigan to take on the Wolverines. November 27th, at home with Hiawassee. December 1st, at home with Tennessee Tech. December 9th, they will be at home with VMI, and then play VMI at VMI, Virginia Military Institute, on February 7th. December 12th, they'll be at Georgia State. December 16th at Ole Miss. December 18th at UT Martin. December 21st at home with Bryan. They're so far 11-1 against Bryan. Last meeting was a 112-70 win in Dayton during the 1968-69 season. Now, Bryan's gotten a lot better since then. So let's see how well they do in this Dayton versus Chattanooga battle that they will have on the schedule. December 29th, they'll be on the road at UNCG. For all you old timers like me, it's North Carolina, Greensboro. Then they'll be at home with UNCG on February 9th. January 3rd, they'll be on the road at Western Carolina. Then on the last day of January, they'll be at home with Western Carolina. They've got a away and home series with East Tennessee State University. January 5th, they will be at East Tennessee State. And then February 2nd, they'll be at home at McKenzie Arena against ETSU. January 12th, they'll be at home with Samford. And then away on February 16th against the Samford squad. January 17th, they'll be at home against Mercer, and on the road on February 23rd to take on the Bears. January 19th at home with the Citadel, and then February 21st, they'll be on the road at the Citadel. January 24th, they'll be at Furman, and then back home with Furman on March 2nd. January 26th, they'll be at Wofford, and February 28th at home against Wofford. So Southern Conference Tournament is March 8th through the 11th at U.S. Cellular Center in Asheville, North Carolina. And let's see here, 56-29 tourney record. They've gotten 11 titles in that time. The last time was in 2016. Now, season tickets are on sale. You can purchase them at GoMox.com or call the ticket office at 423-266-MOX. Fans can also stop by Gate 1 ticket office at McKenzie Arena. They have full season ticket packages available, and you can find out more about that as well. So the Mocs getting ready for their season opener. That'll be here before you know it. All right, as part of our continuing NASCAR coverage, let's check in with Woody King, get you updated with the latest with NASCAR Today.
One truck racer is ready for some redemption in the playoffs starting this weekend.
Let a few wins slip away that don't show on the stat sheet.
I'm Woody Kane. The story next on NASCAR Today.
On this episode of The World's Shortest Sitcom by KFC. So what did we learn today, folks? That's right. KFC now has 4 different $20 fill-ups to feed a family of 4. Like my 8-piece extra crispy or 8-piece original recipe. 12-piece tenders or my new 6-piece boneless breast with all the fixings for just $20. Wow, that sure is one reactive audience. Anyways, see you next time. KFC, it's finger looking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
I noticed my neighbor put a broken World's Best Dad mug in the recycling bin by his curb. So I did what anyone would do. Fixed it with some JB Weld Clear Weld epoxy, then returned the next morning to stand in his yard and drink coffee. He and his family stared out the window at me with confusion, and underneath that, fear. And underneath that, I want to say jealous anger. But underneath that, there was also appreciation for a lesson well learned. Don't toss it. JB Welded.
Noah Gragson is in the Camping World Truck Series playoffs for the first time this year. The 20-year-old Kyle Busch Motorsports driver has won just once this season, but he's led the most laps, won the most stages, and had some spectacular finishes where he came up just short. Sunday, the trucks opened the playoffs at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, a 2.5-mile road course.
Really looking forward to the next couple races coming up, and I've had Canada circled on my calendar for a while now, so focus on execution is the main thing in Canada. That place is awesome. So get to shift some gears and turn right and left and brake in and the rest of the stuff. It should be fun.
Our live coverage starts at 2 Eastern Time Sunday afternoon. I'm Woody Kane. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
Thanks, Woody. And don't forget, NASCAR is off this weekend, so they'll be back in action on Saturday, September 2nd, when they hit the road at Darlington with a 5 p.m. airtime through the facilities of the Motor Racing Network. So NASCAR is off this weekend. You get a little bit of a break, and but you can still catch some great action going on at AT&T Field. The last home series of the season begins Friday against Jacksonville, and they'll go through Tuesday. Right now, the Lookouts are on the road at Montgomery, taking on the Biscuits. And then on August 30th, will be their last series of the season against Jackson, and that'll be played over in Jackson, Mississippi against the Generals. Coming up Friday night, fireworks, Trevor Hoffman bobblehead night. Saturday, car giveaway going on. Sunday, food drive, sponsored by Tennessee 811, and there will also be autographs going on. Monday, August 27th, kids eat free, and then on Tuesday, the last regular season home game will be Food City Tuesday night that you can get over at AT&T Field. So a lot of great things going on. So if you are going to have the NASCAR Blues, go check out our good friends with the Chattanooga Lookouts. A lot of great things going on. And of course, Friday night, you can catch exciting high school football action. Make sure you take your smartphone with you. You can listen to the game on your smartphone through the TuneIn mobile app, or go to the Nuga Radio 92.7 FM mobile app, and you can listen to us, or go to our Facebook page or to NugaRadio.com, and you can immediately pull us up with whatever we have on the air. Anytime, anywhere. You can take Nuga Radio with you. And also on the Next Radio app, you can also get Nuga Radio as well on there. Just type in the word Nuga, and there it is. It pulls up quickly, so make sure you check it out. Join Nuga Radio 92.7 FM each and every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. beginning September 2nd. For our newest show, we've got you covered radio. Actually, I believe that is the Saturday, September 1st. All right. So hosted by Scott Schrader and his legions of experts who can help you on your home, the repairs that your home may need, and with other ideas you don't always think about. So the experts will be able to help you with that. Tune in beginning September 1st for We've Got You Covered Radio, only on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM, presented by Chattanooga Roofing Contractors. So make sure that you check that out as well. Tomorrow night, we're going to be live on location. Well, at least Keon and Nick will be at Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. Come down, join in on the discussion, talking high school football. We'll have our media colleagues there that will be sharing in their thoughts and views on the high school football season. We'll talk about last week's games that went on in the Tennessee Valley and Northwest Georgia. And, of course, we'll get you
up to speed on everything going on this Friday night. We'll talk about all the games. We'll have coaches' interviews, maybe some players. We've made that invitation to have some of the players come in and join in on the broadcast. And you, the listener out there, you can come and be a part of the show as well. We'll have a microphone where you can ask your questions and sit there and enjoy the great atmosphere going on. Also, our friends at Starbucks, they're at 10 North. They've got a couple specials based on the teams that are playing this Friday night. Chattanooga Central Purple Pounder Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher with passion tea and apple juice, or you can choose the Red Bank Lion Roaring Refresher Strawberry Acai Refresher with lemonade. And maybe you want to try both. They've got a lot of great drinks that you can check out and show your support. And from what I understand, I guess portions of the proceeds from these drinks will be going toward the schools. I don't know if it's going to the athletic programs or just to the school in general, but it's a great way to give back to your neighborhood schools that are here in the area. And come on out and, check it out. Participate, by asking questions. Don't just sit there. Come on down and enjoy a great atmosphere at Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore. Still got an opportunity to call in at 423-800-8949. Also, you can ask questions on Nooga Radio 92.7 FM's Facebook page. We've already had some comments in there from a couple of our people that are checking in. We've had people coming in and out watching the Facebook live broadcast. And, of course, we're on YouTube as well. So we appreciate everybody that comes and participates, but we'd like to hear from you as well. So, you can check in with us here with your questions. Boyd Buchanan hires 2 new wrestling coaches, and they're related. Mike Sutherland, Blake Sutherland, will be leading the secondary wrestling program. Mike Sutherland will be coaching the high school wrestling team, and Blake Sutherland will lead the middle school wrestlers. So, Tommy Brown, the athletic director for Boyd Buchanan, says the addition of Mike and Blake Sutherland are the right building blocks to help mentor our wrestlers to more victories. Coach Mike Sutherland has 35 years of wrestling experience from athlete to coach. His 20 years of coaching includes all levels of students, from youth, middle school, club teams, and private instruction with high school wrestlers. And he's led individuals to 25-plus state titles, 8 out of the last 10 AAU wrestling titles, and 7 state dual titles consecutively. And he served in numerous organizational and leadership positions in various sport governing bodies. He's currently the regional director and operations director for Tennessee AAU wrestling and the Tennessee AAU national team coach, placing as high as 4th in the nation. His son Blake joins Boyd Buchanan School as the middle school coach. So I know wrestling is a little bit near and dear to me because I've been a coach up in Pennsylvania with wrestling, and it's one of my favorites, and not necessarily always the easiest sport to coach. My 5th son, Matt, who I affectionately call Peanut, not such a peanut anymore. He's going to be going to sunny Jamestown up in New York to wrestle at heavyweight at 285, and he just got that before the end of his high school class that just graduated back in June. Yes, up in Pennsylvania, they graduate in June, but they start right after Labor Day. So that way they can go to the fairs, the county fairs, and, especially for the farmers, that's just something that's been going on in Pennsylvania forever. But, when the Bloomsburg Fair ends, then school starts. That's just how it goes. But, and then the Greater York Fair, that's one of the big fairs up there. But yeah, my Peanut, not such a peanut anymore, but he's going to be wrestling heavyweight for, now I forget what the nickname of the team is, but anyway, I'll be trying to catch some of his action. I've always tried to follow my sons in their athletic endeavors at least once a year, especially since I've moved out of state and I don't always get to see my boys. But no matter what, support your kids, whether they're son or daughter, and, show them that you do care. I know there's a lot of people out there that do care, but there's some out there that have kids like, okay, whatever. That's what they choose to do. Now, you shouldn't take that attitude. But, Calvin, I got your question here, and I don't have my schedule right in front of me, but I'm sure that we will get that to you here as quickly as possible. Calvin was asking where we will be at next week. And with everything that, with the schedules and stuff, I don't remember offhand, but this week is Chattanooga Central at Red Bank. So we'll be there for that broadcast for you, beginning with the countdown to kickoff at 7:00. But tomorrow night gets everything kicked off. Come down to Starbucks at 10 North on the North Shore and be a part of all the excitement in talking high school football. We'll talk in depth for 2 hours. Keanu Rose, Nick LaFew will be bringing you all that interaction. And, of course, maybe I can chime in at some point. Don't know. We'll see. We'll be here back at the station. But anyway, the countdown to kickoff presented by 101 Personal Training will get underway at 7:00, and then the kickoff around 7:30. We'll have score updates as well throughout the evening on Friday night, and then the fifth quarter show will be going on immediately following the game till at least 11:00. That's going to do it for me. Locker Room Show with Sam Jordan continues next time, next Monday. Also, the Clutch with Keanu Rose. And then Saturday from 8 to 10, the Breakfast Blitz with Nick LaFew and friends. Usually Keanu and me. We try to hang out when we can. But we got a lot more. Stick around. Nooga Radio 92.7 FM. See you tomorrow night at Starbucks.
Traffic, news, and information. Nooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4 and 92.7 FM.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
A federal appeals court ruled that Hamilton County Schools violated the rights of Luca Hyde, a young boy with Down syndrome, by